way out. And there soars the vulture. Once more, seemingly miraculously, the glider has been able to track down his flying foe. The vulture sweeps through the air, casting its dark shadow across the land. It appears to be headed towards a large tree in the distance, perhaps the location of its nest. This tree is attracting a curious amount of attention. There may be more to it than meets the eye. Young glider is getting weak. Luckily, the forest floor should help him regain his strength. The quick-thinking Joey should prowl the woods for food, hoping these morsels will help him to be back on the road to recovery. This decaying structure appears to be an abandoned geo-research facility. The glider must hurry past it. His family's lives are on the line, and there is no time to lose. Firewhirl, sometimes referred to as fire tornadoes, are caused when turbulent winds and rising flames meet and form rotating eddies. Large wildfires like this one can spawn frequent firewhirls. The glider must do everything in his power to stay clear of this blazing inferno and all its destructive creations. wolves. These pack predators continue to prowl the island in search of food. The glider must remain vigilant if he's to avoid those snapping jaws. The sugar glider has taken a risk by venturing close to these deadly red thorns. This risk did not pay off. He's been scratched. A toxin now flows through his body, slowing him down and draining his strength. It'll take time for him to recover. The sugar glider has eaten the highly venomous black widow spider. Fortunately, this hardy youngster has the strength to survive this mistake. After some brief unpleasantness, he'll recover. Lesson learned. The vulture soars over the island like a prehistoric monster, keeping far ahead of the valiant glider. This structure, known before the evacuation as Geo's Safe Dome, was once home to hundreds of scientists. What a find! An oasis teeming with life. The sugar glider must take every advantage of this plenitude. Our young glider is relentless. He won't give up, fighting and floating for as long as it takes to be reunited with his beloved family. This abandoned dome was erected decades ago by the Global Emergency Organization, or GEO for short. Here, human scientists mounted a last-ditch effort to stop the devastating changes to the Earth that threatened all human life. Sadly, those efforts ended in failure. And yet hope remains. The mysterious survival of species like the sugar glider suggest there might be a way for us to survive here, too. The glider fought valiantly, to no avail. Such are the perils of the world beneath the forest canopy. What a find! An oasis teeming with life. The sugar glider must take every advantage of this plenitude. Our young glider is relentless. He won't give up, fighting and floating for as long as it takes to be reunited with his beloved family. This abandoned dome was erected decades ago by the Global Emergency Organization, or GEO for short. Here, human scientists mounted a last-ditch effort to stop the devastating changes to the Earth that threatened all human life. Sadly, those efforts ended in failure. And yet hope remains. The mysterious survival of species like the sugar glider suggest there might be a way for us to survive here, too. These holding pens and cages once housed the animals tracked and studied by geoscientists. Theories such as fungi symbiosis were developed as a result of this research and remain our best hope for the return of human beings to planet Earth. And yet, those studies were thwarted, not by natural disasters, but by human politics. Powerful parties, believing themselves to be the arbiters of truth, put an end to the research, destroying years of data in the process. The sugar glider, blissfully unaware of these realities, walks the same paths human scientists once did. They failed, but perhaps, just perhaps, in this remarkable creature, we may yet find our salvation.
Consider this our meeting manifesto. It's really simple, really. If we leave place for all right, hello. Consider this our meeting manifesto. It's really simple, really. All right, hello. Consider this our meeting manifesto. It's really simple, really. If we leave place for trees to grow, right, they will communicate with fungi and they will create the natural fabric for all life. Okay, now if you add water into the mix, that is going to help purify the air. We're going to have real clean air. It's really exciting. And the man-made volcanoes that we're making, that we're using are just, they're no good. No good. And the terraforming is just pouring the wrong things into the ground. It's the wrong nutrients. But we know what the right thing to do is. We know how to save the earth, really.
We have discovered what we think may be the Quercus fungi tree, and it is giant. But we keep getting denied access by the archangels. I don't understand. Why would they stop us from doing our work? Why would they stop us from trying to help? I mean, if they fail us, I will never forgive them. And I feel like they may have.
Okay, now this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sneak into the oak tree. We're gonna collect some fungi symbiosis out of it. Okay? So we have real hope. For the first time in a long time. It's small, but it's there. It's real. Okay? So now let's keep this transmission off the grid for now, just in case something bad happens to us. But oh my God, I mean, if this really works out for us, I mean, the Quercus theory is really good. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
The contributions of Apuete and Mandusky will never be forgotten. It was they who first observed the fungi symbiosis phenomenon, the uniquely symbiotic relationship that seems to exist between certain species of fungi and the surviving animals of planet Earth. Apuete and Mandusky were in the midst of developing a theory that suggests fungi symbiosis is the reason species like the sugar glider have been able to survive the planet's toxicity. If the theory is true, then human beings may be able to adapt as well, using the same process. It is my opinion that the theory held, and still holds, a great deal of promise. Unfortunately, not all those in power agree. The sugar glider, blissfully unaware of these realities, walks the same paths human scientists once did. They failed, but perhaps, just perhaps, in this remarkable creature, we may yet find our salvation.